Ooh, I need to close that. I can close that. Come here. Excuse me. Okay. How does this sound? Test, test, test. 1, 2, 3. I don't know what the problem was yesterday. Arg. Oh well. Today it's fixed.
I don't know.
Shut up! Anyway, now that that's out of the way. Where were we? Oh yeah. You were going to go to an age. That's what we were going to do. So we'll go here. I don't know. Where do I want to go first? Maybe... I guess we'll try... We'll go to my favorite age first, I think. Come on. Alright, so yeah. Tower rotation. This is an elevator. We haven't gone up this yet. So it'll bring us up to the top of the tower. Let's make sure that the audio is still fine. Wonderful. The audio is still fine. That makes me happy. Okay. Come up here, and we can see this bit of it is pointed towards that spaceship. And you might be able to see over there, there's a little plaque. So if we come down here and we go around the elevator, there we go, and you see a little key symbol there. And we come up here, and etched into the wall is this little plaque that says 59 volts. So now if you remember back to yesterday, that's not the right... Sorry. If you remember back to yesterday, we were in that little shed out in the countryside or whatever. And we went downstairs and it was a big old power plant. And we didn't know what voltage to set it to. That is, you gotta set it to 59 volts. So, as we make our way down here, I don't know. I was gonna say something, but then I realized that I didn't have anything. Oop, that's the wrong picture. And to get out of here, we just press that. Click that, and it'll return the bookshelves to their original place, and it'll open up the door again. So, we go all the way down over here. Come down here. Open up the door. Wait for this little cutscene to play out. Pop in here, and then set it to 59 volts. And I will say that I have never... I'll be honest, I haven't ever completed this game. And I don't remember any of the solutions. So if you'll pardon me for a second. Okay, that does do what I want it to do. 10, 7, 8, 16, 5. With a 1, 2, 22. 1, 2, 22. I'm writing this down on a little notepad I have. 19, 9. Okay. So to get to, I need 59. To get to 59, I could do is 22 and 8 is 30, is 40, is 59. So yeah, so we'll do 8 plus 22, which is 30, plus 10, which is 40, plus 19, which should be 59. So I think that's correct on the voltage standpoint. Now if we come over here, we'll see that we can now get into the ship. And we see over here we see a piano. Yeah, it's super fun. And we see this. Again, I've never completed this, so as much as it looked like I was smart, I think we might have to look in the book. Yeah, that's something for later, I think. Let's look in the book for, and I know which one this is. That stone ship. Ah, here it is. Here it is. Here's the solution here. And a map. I guess we'll read through this since, whatever reason. This will give a bit of backstory, hopefully. And again, this is written by Atris. It has been a while since I've heard only silence, and I enjoy it greatly. I think, for some reason, I do not feel altogether welcome in this new world in which I have arrived. But how could I be unwelcome in an age with no inhabitants? It is, of course, only in my head. This world is very beautiful, but I think I have yet to ever write in a journal that an age I have linked to is horrid or disgusting. From the grassy hill where I am standing, I can see green fields below, along with a few scattered forests. A rather large lake looms some distance from where I am standing, yet the water's blue can be seen plainly from here. I apologize. It's in cursive and in very low resolution, so it was hard for me to... Anyway, whatever. The air is fresh and the sky is sparkled with white clouds. It is absolutely breathtaking, and yet that strange feeling again. Perhaps it is the hot breeze that continues to flow from the north, hotter than I would have imagined. It almost singes my skin, and I feel quite uncomfortable when it comes. I will try to ignore it. Night has almost arrived, and the sunset is spectacular. Oranges and reds have settled above the western horizon. Though night has come, the horizon still glows red long past the sunset. Dark reds flow from the horizon and blend into the black sky. Again the feeling, and I am beginning to believe it is not all in my head. I must sleep now. I will need my strength to explore more tomorrow. I have had to return home due to an unpredictable natural occurrence more frightening than I have ever experienced. I was awakened by terrible shakings in the ground and explosions on all sides of me. Gigantic balls of fire were falling from the sky, and I immediately left in fear of my life. I must remember to bring a MYST linking book with me when I return, in case the one left there has been destroyed or damaged. I have returned to a different world than the one I have left only 3 months ago. It has been transformed into a barren, desert land with only gigantic craters scattered across the land to provide variety. Strangely enough, the small grassy hill where I spent my first night remains exactly the way I found it. Apparently the falling meteors did not hit this area, leaving an oasis in the midst of this horrible desolation. The hot wind, I remember, has turned into a rather pleasant breeze, which is at least one improvement. I fear it is the only improvement. The magnificent lake I saw on my first visit is now completely dried up. However, another lake now exists, and appears to be quite a bit larger. I assume one of the falling meteors created this lake due to its circular shape and the jutting rock that grows out of the center. The rest of this world seems like desert, although I will verify that statement with closer inspection. Though this world has little visual excitement to offer, it offers much to the ears. Sounds constantly flow through my ears, and I have found where a few of them originate. It seems, as Catherine says, I do find beauty in everything. Last night I was awakened by a horrible hissing. I was sweating, and the heat was so intense that I immediately dipped my head in a nearby stream to cool it down. The hot breezes had returned, along with a low roar from the ground. I walked a short distance to observe some red flames shooting up from the earth. Suddenly, the ground began to crack, and a huge chasm opened. The chasm continued to grow until it was far too wide to cross. Then the tumult subsided, leaving only a dull roar. I have decided, however, I can use the chasm to my advantage. Perhaps the heat from the chasm can be harnessed. Little diagram. Even as the chasm has ripped into the surface of this world, it has opened up a whole new world to explore. Although uncomfortably hot, I found it possible to reach a cave in the chasm that had been created, and I have now explored deep into the crust of this planet I have found. Oh, that's a period. What? Doesn't really look like a period. And I have now explored deep into the crust of this planet. I have found a vast underground cave system that will take many years to map and explore. I will also look for a safer way to reach the underground than through the chasm wall. This age seems to change on its own, so I feel I should leave again to see if things are different when I return. It is also important that I check on Cirrus and Akinar and make sure everything is going well. When I return, I also hope to bring back some tools I will need for my plans to explore the underground. The abundance of raw materials here is beginning to amaze me. I have returned with some of the complex tools I knew I would be needing. I assumed I would have to return for more basic materials, however, it seems as though I will be able to find everything I need here. Of course, iron is abundant, but I have also found titanium occurring naturally. I am all the more excited to begin work. Everything is set, and I look forward to tomorrow. My raw materials are all here. I think I will be able to have most of my additions to the Sage completed within 1 year. I so love working with my hands, whether writing or building. I hope, maybe, and then it is faded out. Blah, blah, blah. Well, and I have decided. A diagram, that'll come important later. 3 meters is not enough support for the... Fades out again. Amazingly strong. Diagram of the ship. To be one of my most prized inventions, I am extremely... Would never have imagined it to come together. I doubt could possibly work with 14 instead of completely fatigued. I am so happy to have tomorrow. I am leaving today in order to bring back Cirrus and Akinar. I have left them alone in Channelwood. I believe they will enjoy all there is to see here. The age seems to have stabilized. I believe the meteors set off a period of volcanic activity by piercing into the shallow crust, but the tremors have become few. I have just noticed that a large amount of this journal has curiously vanished from the very pages on which I wrote over the last 18 months. Fortunately, I have copied many of my construction notes in another journal. I do not understand the many mysteries of this world, but I trust I will discover logical answers to my questions. I have a feeling that many of my questions can be answered in another age, to which I hope to travel soon. But for now, I must simply accept this world's mysteries and take pride in my accomplishments. And then we have a nice little diagram here and the map again. I will write this down. Boop. Why write it down when I can just take a picture, huh? This isn't 1993. Wonderful. And we go back. Let me out of here. And back we go, back we go, back into the ship. Okay. So this age that's coming up and this puzzle here is all about sound. So what we have to do is, let's see. There we go. That's the first note there. And that's all we have to do. We have to play the note on the piano in the correct order. And then bring it over here to this. And yeah. And that'll just go on. The number 2 is here. Perfect. Okay, just wanted to make sure number 4 is... Oh. I think I got number 1 messed up. Number 1 is this one. Okay, what's number 1 again? And then number 5. Perfect. That seemed a bit convoluted, I apologize. But, that's just how it be sometimes. That's just how it be. Okay, that actually needs to go here. Sorry. And now we see a book that looks an awful lot like the book we found at the beginning, and a curious little video is playing. We have a little hand icon, and let's see what happens when we touch it. Comes in, we can see the flyby again. Get a nice overview of the entire island. Bit of static there, but if we click, we will link to the age. All right. Whoa. And now we are somewhere different. Welcome to Selenitic. That is the name of the sage, and it is pretty neato mosquito. I enjoy this. I like this age a lot. It's one of my favorites. See, it's got a little thing. You can hear noises. Seems a bit strange. So we don't know what to do with that yet, unsurprisingly. Go off here, walk up here, walk across this bridge into this nice little oasis, kind of like what Atris was talking about in his journal, and we can hear the nice sound of running water. And a curious dish up here. A button over here, and a little big thing, and what looks like a microphone. See a button. Strange. And a blue page. We'll get back to that later. For now, and again, don't quote me on this, I haven't done this, I'm pretty sure we need to click that button there. I think that's it. Yep. The wonderful sounds of flowing water. There we go, those are the words. Come over here, come up this little step thing, and we can hear a deep rumbling. This chasm that, again, Atris talked about in his journal. See the pipes coming in for presumably steam power. And a button again. If we turn to our right here, we can see a clock tower. It looks very broken. And we'll click the button again. Come up here, we hear a strange whistling sound. Click the button again. It's very hypnotic, this sound. See in the middle of this lake here, it's got a jutting rock with some tower on top of it. If we walk around the outside, if we come to here, we can walk around to the other side and we see a thingamajig. I want to go down there. I don't think you can go down there. Anyway, not the point. Come down. Things get dark. Turn on the lights. Walk through this little cavern underneath. It does something, I don't know what that does. Walk back up. And we are now on the little island in the center. If we walk up, open up the door, we see Ah, boy. Perfect. Probably something I need to write down, huh? To 12.2. Crystals. Oh, if you couldn't figure it out, what we're doing here is we're trying to line up things so that they sound right. Oh, 15.0. C, clock tower. Perfect. Clock is 055.6. Chasm. Perfect. Chasm is 130.3. Finally, come on, where is it? It's like I didn't turn it on. What the heck? Oh, there it is. Perfect. Water is 153.4. Okay. Well, if we press the sigma button, we get the order. So we should probably write that down. So we got crystals, water, wind, chasm, clock. Crystals, water, wind, chasm, clock. Oop, God dang it, I always do that. Unsurprisingly, that is what the solution to oh, okay. Unsurprisingly, that's the solution to that thing we found at the beginning. That little door. Past the clock tower. Crossed it in here. So we need crystal, water, crystal, water, wind, Perfect, it's already set. Chasm. Perfect. And finally, clock. Clock. Bada bing, bada boom. All the way down. Find this little thingamajig. Open it up. We see this. Now this is universally, well, maybe not universally, but generally considered to be one of the hardest bits of this whole thing. Now, there's a problem here because we can't go back via the ship. So, come on. The only way to get back is to play this again, run back inside, and go through this little maze runner. Now again, I've never done this. What the? How did it get turned around? Whatever, doesn't matter. Alrighty, come on. Let's get it for real this time. Anyway. Let's watch me fail for 20 minutes. Okay. Well, might as well pick a direction and go, huh? Actually, oh, that's not quite what I wanted to have happen. Alright, I guess. Why do bad things happen to me? Come on. Forward. It's looking like north is the only way we can go. Yeah. Right. North. Okay, I can go north again. Is that the only way I can go? This came from west, so... Okay, that's back. Yeah, it's looking like it's looking like north is the right direction. We can go north again. Any other direction? Okay, we can go east. Can we go west? Okay, we cannot go west. Okay, let's try north again. Curve. Curve. Okay, let's back where we came. Okay, it's looking like that was not the correct choice. Okay, so we'll go back. I think, what was it? West? Was the other direction we could go? And of course I go the wrong direction, but... Well, maybe it was east. Yeah, okay. Okay, I can go east again. I can go north again. Let's try east again. Clunk. From here I can go, what is that, northeast? West is back where we came from. I can go south. So northeast and south. Let's try. We're here. Might as well go northeast. Okay. Yeah. Because, you know, I'm thinking, yeah, northeast. Northeast from here. You would think that return would be, well, I don't know. I know it's got a curve in it somewhere. We end up headed northwest. Okay. So, southeast is return. Okay. So there's a place north. That is return. Okay. So we'll try north again. No twists or turns. Good. That's return back. Is this a dead end? Looks like a dead end. Yep, that is a dead end. Which means we need to go back. And you can see how tedious this can become. Because now we've got to go back twice to get back to backtrack back to the one before this one, so that we can try the south direction. Okay, we can go further south. We can go east. North is back the way we came. Not what I wanted to click. And we cannot go west. So let's try south. Okay, we are still faced south. We can go southeast. North is back the way we came. We can go west. Oh, okay, I guess we're going west. Okay, but I'll come in from a different direction. Let's say maybe south. Yep, from the north. But something like that. There we go. Face south, so that we know that north is back the way we came. North is back the way we came. And this looks like a dead end. Oh, we can go southwest. Might as well go. We still are faced southwest. We can go south. East. Northeast is back where we came from. And west. Oh, brother. Might as well go west. From here we can go southwest. South. East is back where we came from. And northwest. Northwest, I suppose. And we can go west. Okay, just wanted to make sure. Southeast is back where we came from. Northeast. Let's try west. I can go south from, come on, south from here. I can go back east. North. Let's go north. Come on. Just give me the end or give me a dead end. South is back the way we came. And you can really see why people say that this is the worst puzzle. Okay. This is a dead end. Thank God. Backtrack, dead end. Okay. So from here we can go south. And go. Okay, what direction will we come at this from? From the east, I think. Oh, yeah, from the east. So we know that east is back where it came from. Okay, that's back where we came from. Is this another dead end? It's looking like it. Is that everything? Yeah. Okay. So that's a dead end as well, which means that's a dead end, which means we need to go back. Okay, so we're here now. Should be faced south. Yep. So we need to go back east. Right. Back to the east. And this area should have a northeast that we should go to. East. Northeast. Okay, still face northeast. Got an area to the north. An area to the northwest. Back to the southwest. Let's try north. Okay. Gonna be from the east. Yep. So we know that west is back where we came from. Back where we came from. We got a southeast from here. Southeast. And that's where we came from. Or that's the direction we were facing when we came in. Okay, let's go southeast. Oh my god, did we do it? Is this the end? Oh my goodness. I think that's it. What do I? I thought that was going to be a lot harder than it was. It was just time consuming. That's all. And I made a really piss poor map, so. Dude, I just randomly. I got pretty far by just saying, okay, let's just go randomly. And, sorry. Of course, we see this. After we're done here, we see this MYST book. Where we can pop out. Now, there's one problem. That problem is that there's a blue page still in Selenitic. So, we've actually got to go back Play that. Touch that. Touch that. Touch that. Let me go. I don't care. Let me go. Let me do my thing. And which means that I'll have to go north, west, north, east, south, south, west, southwest, west, northwest, northeast, north, southeast. I hope that's the right combination. Okay. Oh, come on. Blue page for Akinar. Boom. Alrighty. This is going to be tedious, but at least now I'm pretty sure I've got the algorithm. Okay. Come on now. Let's see. I need to go north. West. North. East after this one. Gotta... Yeah, east after this one. Come on now. Yeah, but I guess I haven't really been talking about anything lately. So I guess I'll talk about, I don't know, I guess stuff. But I really enjoy this game. As frustrating as it can be, this game was very instrumental in my childhood for various reasons. And it was definitely one of the most interesting games I'd ever seen. Okay, now that's a problem. Because my sources say there should be a south. Frickin' what? Okay, I don't want to go through that again. So, I'm just going to look up the bespoke answer. Okay. Okay. How embarrassing is this, huh? I said I got it, and I just ain't got it. Okay. That was weird. It seems that I literally just forgot one step, but it looks like the rest of this is correct. Okay. That was really silly. South, south, so I need to go west. Which will be this direction. And southwest when we get to this next one. Alright. That could have gone a lot better, but you know, such is life. Need to go west. Perfect. northwest, which is this direction. Then I need to go northeast, north, and then southeast. Yep, then north and southeast. Alright, I think that should be it. It's kind of funny, you can see the, I don't know, aliasing, I guess, on the window, but like on the porthole. I'll show you. Since you can see like right there, there's a line. There's another line right here. And that's because this is just a square window here. A square piece of, a square video, sorry, I guess. And you could tell when the runner was moving, you could see like these little bits sort of warble and weeble where it shouldn't be. They should be stationary, but like the rest of it looks perfectly stationary because it is. But this is like a video, and so like compression took over and it's warbling and weebling. That's kind of cool. Anyway, time to get out of here. Wow. Looking up at the ceiling with the blue page for Akinar. Nope, not that. Akinar, where are you at, buddy? Perfect. And we'll get a nice little cutscene from him.
I'm Akinar. My brother, I beg you. To be complete. Always blue pages. Listen to him. I listen to my brother. He's a fool and a liar. Bring me the blue pages. The red one. Don't bring the red one. Oh, you've been wrongfully imprisoned. I will have my retribution. Please. Pages.
Okay. And what you heard from that was more or less pretty much the same that we've been hearing from Akinar. He did tell us that his name is Akinar now, although you could glean that if you read like the books or, you know, whatever. He's basically saying, don't listen to Cirrus. Whatever you do, don't give him the red pages. Don't listen to him. Yada, yada, yada. Cirrus is a terrible person. Don't give him the red pages. And if you're bringing me blue pages, then that must mean you want to help me, etc., etc., etc. What do I want to do? What was I going to do? Oh, we're going to go to another age, I think. What age do I want to go to? I guess we can go to Channelwood. I think that's a good one to go to. And Channelwood. No, Stone Ship. That's what I meant. Stone Ship. I want to go to Stone Ship. And you can get there by pointing at the ship there. Need to touch that. Go back up to the top. Find out whatever clue or key or hint there is. And up to the library. Okay, sorry about that. Come back up, we can see the ship. Some wonderful music. Okay. We can see here 3 different dates and times. Now you might remember from yesterday, the dentist's chair. Where did I put my... Sorry, the dentist's chair with the planetarium. Oh, really, where the hell did my notepad go? Oh, it's underneath my phone. There it is. Okay. 3 different dates and times, planetarium, yada yada yada. I'm going to write them down. October 11th, 1984 at 10:04. 04 in the AM. That's number 1. Number 2 is January 17th, 12:07 at 5:46 in the AM. And the last one is November 23rd of 97-91 at 6:57 p.m. Now, ladies and gents, we run down here, go back around, go back down. And I get distracted easily. Oh, yeah. Wow. Go up to the planetarium, sit in the chair, pull this sucker down, and we'll start with number 1, which is October 11th, 1984. October 11th, 1984. October 11th, 1984 at 10:04 in the AM. October 11th, 1984, 10:04 a.m. You see something that looks like that. And you see a little bit of a constellation type thing. I'm gonna write that down. Yeah, it looks like a constellation. It's like maybe you can see a bit of form here. Who knows? It looks maybe like a kite. But who knows? We'll go January 17th of 1207. Oop, a bit too far. January 17th, 1207 at 5:46 a.m. Go there, and we see something else. Maybe that looks like a constellation. Maybe it looks like nothing. You can see maybe, I don't know, a sickle maybe, or a snake or something, possibly. We don't know quite yet. But I've got a feeling we'll figure out soon. And then finally, last but not least, November 23rd of 9791. At 6:57 a.m. November 23rd, 9791 at 6:57 p.m. I apologize. $6:57 p.m. Boom. Okay, there we go. Now we see one final one. It's got a bit of shape. Maybe it's I don't know, maybe it's a cow with horns. We don't really know, again. But I will sketch it in my notebook, because I know it'll come important later. Perfect. Now, I'm thinking maybe read the journal for Stone Ship. Stone Ship? Nope, that's... I don't know what that one is. This is Channelwood. Nope, don't want that. Want this? Yes. This is Stone Ship. This is a little story. Emmett was the first to live on the rocks. He named them the rocks because that is what they were. A group of sharp rocks clustered together in the middle of a large sea. This was where Emmett lived. He enjoyed his life. Emmett would occasionally swim to nearby rocks, as it was never too far of a distance. One day, another person appeared on the rocks, for no apparent reason to Emmett. Emmett named this new person Branch. Emmett and Branch quickly became friends, swimming and hunting for fish together often. Emmett showed Branch the simple cave in which he lived on the largest rock. There we go. Soon Branch discovered a place where he decided to live, also on the same large rock. The sun always shone brightly in their world, and the water was always dazzlingly clear, allowing them to see almost to the deep ocean floor which surrounded them. Though the sun always shone, it was never too hot for the boys. A light breeze always came from the north and cooled the area down. One day, while Branch was swimming and having fun in the water, he noticed another boy swimming. Branch brought the new boy to Emmett to find out what to call the new boy. Emmett said the boy should be called Will. Will was soon part of the group, and the three of the boys swam and enjoyed their perfect world. At least, that is the story I was told when I arrived today on the island. Emmett, Branch, and Will were surprised to see me at first, but even before the night ended, we were all becoming good friends. Today, the second day on this newly created age, a strange thing happened. It was not strange to me, but the three boys did not understand what was happening. While I was relaxing under a large tree on one of the smaller rock islands, it began to rain. It was a nice rain that lasted for about an hour in the morning. I explained to the boys that the rain was not harmful, yet they obviously still feared it. Before going to sleep tonight, I told the boys I would leave the following day. I told them that while I was gone. The following day. I told them that while I was gone, I would make a surprising change in their world. They didn't understand, not that I expected them to. I still do not fully understand what happened today. I was experimenting with the art, testing the limits of the rules as dictated to me by Father. I attempted to create a boat by riding it into the world. I thought everything was planned correctly, yet somehow the boat had become gripped by the rock and broken in half. Although this test did not turn out as I had hoped, I now have answers to a few of the questions my father never answered. As for the boat, I can see the boys enjoying it anyway, and with that I am pleased. They have played on it all day. Even though the boat cannot move, I have enjoyed studying from it. It is a much sturdier platform than the jagged rocks. In the course of my observations, I have learned some very interesting things regarding the solar system of this age. The nights are absolutely beautiful here. I have made note of and named a number of constellations that pass above me. Constellations. Although during the night I catch glimmers of light from the horizon which I have not been able to discover. If it is created by some natural phenomenon or by additional people on far-off islands or rocks. I should very much like to discover which. I rather suspect it is additional people, which would explain the appearance of Branch and Will. The rain today was slightly heavier than usual. Just when the boys were getting used to the light rains, a small storm arrived. They were frightened of the heavier rain, not to mention the thunder and lightning. If rain has never fallen here until recently, as the boys tell me, I would like to discover why it is falling now. Regardless, I have decided to return home for a short while. I have also been thinking of some plans for a lighthouse that I hope to construct soon. I think that perhaps by shining a bright light towards the horizon, it might prove my suspicions regarding additional inhabitants. They would be curious about the light and travel to discover its source, if they have the means. I returned with many tools that I will need for construction of the lighthouse. I've decided that once the lighthouse is completed, I will leave for some time and let the world's own imagination have control. We have worked 3 weeks on the lighthouse now and are making great progress. The rock that we are building on seems not to be as secure as I would like. I've had to alter my plans slightly, but those alterations pose no real problem. The boys are quite strong and have been helping me immensely. I estimate construction will be done within 2 days. The lighthouse is finished and we are all proud of our creation. The boys are amazed at the structure wrought from rock with their own hands. That evening we powered up the generator, much to the boys' dread at first, and shined a great light to the horizon for many hours. I stayed the night in the top of the lighthouse, and in the morning awoke to observe the sunrise without my being coated with the chilly blanket of ocean dew I had come accustomed to. It was Will who first saw the girl. She was swimming not far from the boat where Will was getting ready to hunt for fish. Then Will noticed a man not far away from the girl. Emmett was very pleased to meet the additional neighbors. I feel pleased to leave this age. I have set in motion events that have nothing to do with writing or the art, that will have a more profound impact on this world than I could have ever written. I think... we got a nice little diagram of the age. I think of this age as a gift to myself that I will wrap up and open someday in the future, only to discover that it has changed so much that indeed it is a surprise. Besides, I have yet another new age that awaits me. It seems I'm going to need some way to travel underwater in this new age, and so much planning is in order. It has been 10 years since I left this age, which I have since called the Stone Ship Age. Upon returning, I cannot believe the changes that have taken place. The original 3 boys have grown into adults, and there are many new faces that I do not recognize. Branch told me that it has not rained for several years, and the cool breezes are back again. They were all very content, and have been serving me with new foods and showing me new materials that they have discovered. It even seems they have found gold somewhere. I see it in the many forms around the island. My lighthouse has been kept in perfect condition, and it looks as if they have tried their very best to keep it so. Yet I have noticed that the entire rock it was built on has sunk approximately 40 or 50 centimeters. After a wonderful visit with my old friends, I wonder aloud with them. What things will be like here in another 10 years. Now, here we see some constellations that Atris has mapped out. And this box seems to look a bit familiar. If you remember, like 5 minutes ago. So we see here, we've got an anchor that looks like that. That doesn't really look like anything. An eye, apparently. A snake, which looks an awful lot like one of our drawings. Which I think is going to be something that we say. We say, okay, that is a snake. That's a snake. Go over here and we see a spider. And that again looks like another one of our constellations. So, spoiler. We see a cross of some sort. An arrow. Looks to be a swan maybe. And finally, a nice little maple leaf. It's a leaf. And nothing else in this book. Wonderful. Back it on up. Go outside. Come out here. And this is where. So we see, basically you've got to click on the right ones, right? So there's the swan or the heron, whatever, the cross, the maple leaf, which we know we need. The arrow, turn around, the anchor, the spider, which we know we need again. Finally, the snake. In here, some water rushing and really deep groaning. And you say, well, that's strange. What the heck happened? And if we look over here, in this pool, the ship has risen. And if we look to our left, you can see ship where you weren't able to before. So if we go over here, you can see that the ship itself, the big one, has risen out of the water. And we've got, the ship up here and this little place down here. Open it up. And we've got another book. And we can see a little flyby. Okay, and here we are. You can see that there is water in the bottom of the ship, and that is where we'll have to go to get back. There's a little place over here with some pump valves, it seems. Alright, calm down there, bud. Now, it's getting pretty close to a certain time, and I'm getting pretty hungry. So I think this is where we're going to end this off for today. We did, we'll call this stream save 2. Save. Dose. Sorry. We did sell a Nidic age, which was my favorite age out of all of these. And we got 2 stone chip. So next time we will I guess finish up stone chip and go to the other ages. I don't know if I'll be on. I might be on later today, maybe after 10 o'clock Central. I don't know. We'll see how things pan out. But anyway, thank you all so very much. I appreciate everybody's patronage. Thank you. I don't know how to do this outro thing, whatever. Thank you all so very much. Have a good one, and peace, peace.